We're back with album review. And, hey, Lyd, you're back.
I'm
and hey,
back.
you've never been on here before. What's up?
What's good?
So, you came at a good time because we're doing a fantastic album. I'm just going to get that out of the way. Good Kid, M.A.A.d City by Kendrick Lamar. Now, we did a Kendrick Lamar album before. We did Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, which was our 2022 album of the year.
Well, I was happy when we did that album, but I was also kind of upset we didn't do this one first.
I understand that.
I was a little disappointed that we didn't do either this or
It was
TCAP
deluxe.
first.
We're not doing deluxe, right?
No, just the standard edition. So do you want to start off with some background, Zach?
TCAP, I'm sorry, I don't know why I said TCAP is To Catch a Predator.
Yeah, I didn't know what TCAP was.
To Catch a Predator.
I meant TPAB.
Yeah, there you go. But do you have any background you'd like to give? Well, this open the floor to anyone. too.
Kendrick,
Yeah.
Compton rapper.
Yep.
This is his second album produced by Dr. Dre.
Yep.
A lot of singles on this album. This was a banger when it came out, and people played it. Every song on this album was.
This was the album that got him
20 of them.
massive.
Yeah.
Like before this, there was Section 80, which had ADHD on it, which was pretty popular. And I like that album quite a bit too.
Me
It's
too.
it's one of my. It's a really fantastic album. And then this one came out. I didn't listen to it until like probably 2017, 2018. But when I did, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Probably same time ish.
Yeah, this is also I think the first rap album I ever bought on vinyl, so it also holds a place in my heart for that.
He was pretty good live.
Damn it! Oh shit!
Had to do it
I didn't
to
think about that.
It was good. It was really
You guys have any Kendrick background you want to give real quick?
I don't know the lore. I don't know.
Well,
like, I don't really have anything else except he was
really-
good live, and
Yeah.
him and Baby Keem were great. Family
Yeah, I mean,
Ties.
We talked about him more in the other.
Yeah, we talked
episode,
about
too.
like in modern context. So I'll go over real quick. Like, let's just jump into the album then. So the album itself is, like we said before with Kendrick, it's a concept album, and the entire thing follows the story of him as a kid and like him being the innocent kid he was in Compton,
Mhm.
and it tells a fantastic story that way. I'll say it right now, it kind of feels like a movie. Like you're listening to a movie.
It does kind of feel like you're listening to a movie.
Mm-hmm.
It also, this album is definitely really, really, I feel personal. Because, like, a lot of it has, like, cut-in, like, voicemails. And, like, I feel like they're like, it just feels real. Like, it's very, like, the way he edited it together. Like, it does, like you said, it does feel like a movie.
Yeah, it's told, like, in chronological order, too. Except for, like, we'll talk about the first track, Shireen. Like, that's, like, kind of like a preview of, like, what's going on in this story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's really just like rapping exactly what's going through his head as it's happening.
Yeah.
So it is just like you're listening to a story.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, then there's the first track. Like, I really like this first track, too. It's not the best track on the album, but it's really one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a story of him going to hopefully get laid.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a really good intro.
yeah,
It's
it's
a tone.
yeah. But I'd say the real intro track is the next one. Bitch, Don't Kill My Vibe.
Yeah.
Fire song.
Yeah,
Fucking love
this
this
song is great.
Everyone knows it. It's a banger.
This was like a great party song, like chill vibe.
I'm fighting the urge to say it. It was great
Just
live.
say it.
It was great.
I'm
It
sure.
was
Just
fucking
say
great.
it.
I'm sure I was.
Fighting.
I'll
I
sing
lost the
one day.
battle.
The intrusive thoughts won.
Yeah. But it was.
Oh, I bet. So what's next?
We'll throw in a clip.
I'm pretty sure after that it's a Backseat Freestyle.
Oh man,
Which-
Backseat Freestyle. A very braggadocious, very like exciting track.
Supposed to
listen
be him as like a teenager with his friends in like
Yeah.
a car, and it's just him saying like the craziest shit ever because he's just hanging out with his friends.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
just trying to impress them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really fun to listen to. It's fun to hear just like how hard he goes at times, and
Yeah.
it really feels like there's just like a rap battle going on,
Yeah.
or a freestyle, and everyone's just like, oh shit.
Mm.
Especially like when you get to like the third verse.
Mm.
His
Then
next
the
track,
mood changes from there, and it's the art of peer pressure.
probably one of the best storytelling tracks on the entire
Yeah.
I
album.
like that song.
This one tells one of the best stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Adds to him and his friends doing bad shit. He's usually a good kid, but now he's with bad influences.
It's the name of that
Cousins with
album.
cousins.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, it all ties together very
Yeah.
well. And they get a lucky break because they almost get arrested for breaking into a house.
but they don't. And then Money Trees is
And then
next.
Money Trees.
Oh.
Oh my god. Another really big hit off the album. Just say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
You already know what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna
But,
say it. But
featuring
Was it good live?
it was. It was. Thank you.
It has a feature from J-Rock, who he also did a song with like earlier that year called Hood Gon' Love It, which if you've played Grand Theft Auto 5,
I've
Good
heard
song.
Hood
the
Gon' Love
Franklin
It.
trailer. Oh
It's
man, I love that song, and I love this song too.
Mhm.
They just go so well together.
It's just
Yeah.
what a melody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every J-Rock song, or every Kendrick song that I've heard that has J-Rock on it, it's always just fun.
They're always good
So-
together. And the next one's a really mellow one, if I'm right. It's
Poetic Justice.
yeah, Poetic Justice featuring Drake.
Love that song.
Fantastic song too.
Yeah.
It's a nice love song.
I always like Drake as a feature. He's usually, like, 90% of the time, his features are really good.
He's
Yeah.
really good at fitting the style of whoever's
Yeah.
music he's on.
Yeah,
Like,
even
he's on-
nowadays, like I'd argue, he's still a really good
He's
feature
good.
to have
Like
on
he
a
was
song.
just on Yeat's album that came out last week, and he was sounding like he was trying to rap like.
By the way, I know that's not the album we're doing, but I heard the Yeet album sampled the fucking regular show episode
I
of
did.
Basketball.
That was
It's
cool.
really funny because I've been binging regular show recently. I'm on like season 7.
Oh, that's great.
It's a good show.
Yeah. So next is Good Kid, right?
Yep.
Oh man, Good Kid is a good one.
Yeah.
No pun intended, but
What a good kid, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think this track and the next track are the two biggest contrasts to each
Yeah,
other
the two
within
title
the album
tracks.
because they are the two title tracks.
mm-hmm. And you get to
Like-
Mad City featuring MC8. Oh my god.
And
That's
like,
probably the biggest track on
that's
this
like
album.
that's definitely
I think
was
so.
like I think I heard that one the most.
Oh, definitely.
I think Mad City is like the song I heard the most after the
Mhm.
album release.
And it really shows like how hardcore it is and all the shit he went through. And then halfway
Yeah.
through the song, there's the beat flip where it changes to like a '90s like West Coast vibe,
Yeah.
and he starts like rapping like a teenager with his voice cracking, and it just goes insane. And
Yeah.
it's really just an incredible experience. One of my personal
Yeah,
favorites.
it's
for
a
sure.
great song.
Mm. Yeah, I think that's probably the first Kendrick Lamar song I ever heard.
I think it was
Yeah.
mine too. I think it was the first one I ever heard.
It's up there. I think it was either that for me or ADHD. Because of GTA 5. Which,
Okay.
speaking of,
Fair.
the next song, another huge GTA 5
Oh.
song, and another big hit, Swimming Pools.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favorite songs.
It's also
great.
probably it might be my favorite song on the album.
Oh yeah, it's probably
personally.
one of the first ones I ever
Yeah.
It's
heard.
really good. I like the story behind it and like.
Yeah. And I love how people associate it as a drinking song when it's
But
a,
it's against it
very-
yeah, it's
basically.
an
drinking song.
anti-drinking song.
That's why I like it. I'm not a big drinker, you know.
Yeah. The irony is just really incredible, and the storytelling is great.
Yeah.
As always.
I think it's also some. I don't think I've ever felt like I've been peer pressured to drink before, but I do know what it's like when everybody else is drinking and you're like, oh, dude, I think I can start drinking too. I'm gonna start drinking. I'm like,
Yeah.
and
I've
then you fall
definitely
into
been
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
It happens. to
I've never
all of
felt
us.
like I've been pressured like in the song, but I have been where like, yeah, everybody else is drunk. I gotta get there. I gotta get where
Yeah.
everybody else is.
Yeah.
And then the Russian happens.
It's like I peer pressure myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst.
Oh my god.
This is another
Probably the best storytelling
Classic.
track on the entire
like
album.
12 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 12-minute track. It's pretty much two songs put into one with like that interlude in between. And this one is also really incredible to listen to.
Mhm.
It's worth playing the entire 12 minutes of too.
Yeah, I think isn't that the longest one on the album?
It's the
Yeah, it
longest
is the
one.
longest one on the
Definitely.
album.
I like it.
So what's next?
Real.
Next.
This
Oh,
is my
yeah.
least favorite
Me
track.
too. Me too.
I mean, it's not a
Really?
bad track, but the chorus is just
So boring.
Yeah.
Like it's.
I still like this track.
Oh yeah, there's not a bad track on this album. That one's just kind of okay because of that chorus.
Yeah, I don't find myself listening to it often. At
Yeah,
all.
featuring Anna Wise, if I'm right.
Yes.
That's her name. Yeah, it's just okay. Like she's not bad. It's
Yeah.
just.
It's
I
just not
just-
my thing.
Yeah, I just wish the
There's
chorus was
no
better.
lyrics there, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Next
next?
one's Compton.
Oh,
Dr. Dre.
this is like the closing track of like the movie that's been set up.
Yeah.
It's a good end credits song. I'd
Yeah.
say it kind of just recaps everything in a way.
With
Yeah.
Dr. Dre.
And if I remember correctly, this is one of those albums where it loops at the end, where Kendrick says, "I'll be back in 15 minutes with the van," which is what he took at the first track.
Yeah.
So it all ties together, kind of like Pink Floyd's "The Wall" does.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about this one real quick too because it's fun. But the "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe" remix with Jay-Z, really fun track. I like it. Yeah, because it's like it's included on the album, so I figured we'd talk about that one too. So I guess we'll go to final thoughts. Zach, you want to go first?
I've heard this album a bunch of times, and it's the same thing with T-Pab as well. I think that it's really a tie between those two albums for me on personal favorite, but I think I like this one just a little bit more.
I can see that.
I think I like this just a little bit more. This is probably my favorite Kendrick Lamar album.
Okay.
And I think that this is probably the best album in the last, like, within the early 2010s.
Yeah.
That came out in that era.
This
like
is
the
one of the greats
2013,
from the
2014,
2010s.
like that era of music. I really think, like the early 2010s, this was like peak of that era.
Oh yeah.
Liv, you want to get final thoughts?
Am I giving it a rating yet?
Not yet.
Okay. I think it's great. I mean, there's not really much to add on to it, personally. I don't know if it's my favorite one, but it's really high up there. Like, it's a close first. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ones that compare to it.
Yeah, I think.
And he don't miss.
I think it probably is my favorite Kendrick album too, altogether. Just because there's really only one song on it that I don't particularly care for.
Yeah.
Like, the rest of the songs are in my playlist.
Yeah.
It's a damn near perfect album.
Yeah.
It's a damn near perfect album.
Haha! We'll talk about that one another day. But yeah, it's definitely between this and "To Pimp a Butterfly" for me as the best.
I was thinking that one.
Yeah, I think I haven't
keep
given
thinking
that one
about that though.
as much time as I've given Good Kid, M.A.A.d.
The thing is,
Yeah, that's also
this
true.
is a better storytelling album. "To Pimp a Butterfly" is an artsy album. It's
Yeah,
very
it's
much an
very
artsy
different
album.
Yeah.
Like,
topics than this.
yeah.
Yeah, this one is a lot more like traditional in a way, but I wouldn't say it's a mainstream sound like "Damn" is.
Yeah.
"Damn's" a lot more mainstream sounding than this. So
I do love me a mainstream sound.
yeah, which
but
"Damn's" not a bad album.
"Damn" is my least favorite, but
It's
I
mine
do-
too.
I still like
but it's
it.
not a bad album. I won't say
I
"Damn's"
really like it.
Yeah, Damn is still a good album, but it's my least favorite one. But this is damn near perfect, I'd say. I don't know if I could pick a favorite between the two.
yeah.
And with that, let's go to scores. Zach, you want to go first?
I'm gonna give it a 9.
You guys usually do like decimals or no?
We just started.
Just
0.5s
added
this year.
decimals.
Only 0.5s, no 0.3, no 0.6.
Okay, well,
Oh, go ahead.
9.5 because there's
9.5.
always room for improvement everywhere. But
It's true.
it's damn near perfect. Damn near perfect. You know?
Yeah. If we could do like between 0.5.
Yeah,
No.
I would go higher if I
We're
can.
not
But if
doing-
I'm rounding from what it would have been, probably a 9.5.
I'd give it a 9.8 if I really could, but
Yeah,
9.5.
we're not going to make it that complex, though.
Fuck it.
But
9.8.
I'm also going to do a 9.5. The only thing is, like, the real chorus. That's it.
Yeah.
And maybe, like, one or two, like, editing things. But, like, it's perfect to me, otherwise. Fantastic story, fantastic delivery. Features hit every single time, too.
Yeah, all the features were good. on
There
this
wasn't
album.
too many, but there were when they hit, they were there and they made their presence known. So, I'd recommend this one a lot.
Very
What album you got
talented
for
man.
us?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's
So you're our.
I
This is
got
your
it
first
pulled
time
up.
picking.
So yeah, it's my pick, but Lyd had an idea, and I just like the idea anyway. So we'll just pick it. It's gonna be "Let's Start Here" by Lil Yachty.
Very good
Oh.
album. in my
This
opinion.
is like a
came out
very
last
different
year.
album.
It's
from
different
his-
from his vibes normally.
I feel like people will like this one.
It's
Okay.
How long is it?
It's
There's 14 songs.
It's an hour.
Just under an hour.
Oh, it's
57 minutes.
about
So,
average length.
It's very easy to listen to.
Okay.
Like it does
Yeah.
not feel like
The
an hour to
melodies
me
are
going through
nice.
All
I'm a
right.
big
It's
fan.
different.
Well, tune in next week where we check out Let's Start Here.